Hey guys, Jason from TechAU here. Just wanted to do a follow-up from the Tellme versus Siri video. It's now done more than 500,000 views, which is fantastic. Thousands of comments. Hey, who knew Microsoft and Apple fans were really passionate? Want to respond to a few of the questions. First of all, I'm Australian, so that's the accent, it's not English. And just on that, I think if Microsoft include Tellme functionality in Australia, that means that they're happy for Australian accents to interact with it. We've seen on the Xbox side of things that it just wasn't available until this upcoming Xbox dashboard update, where they add Australian voice capability into it. So, given that Windows Phone 7 devices are shipping with Tellme in Australia, then you should expect to be able to use that. Second of all, to address probably one of the bigger issues in the comments, was the list of commands available in Tellme. Guys, I know that there are a set list of commands that you can say to Tellme and get it to do the things that you might need it to do. The problem with that is it's not in line with Microsoft's strategy of natural user interfaces. They've spent a lot of time over the last couple of years promoting the fact that this is where the company's heading, and things like Connect are a good example of interacting with devices differently in more of a natural way. So my point there, and the point of the whole video really, is to show that it's a little disingenuous for Microsoft to say that they've essentially had the Siri thing for 12 months. They've had voice commands for 12 months, but that does not mean that it's the same thing we're talking about. So I think the video graphically demonstrates the differences there. And if I'm talking to a personal assistant, I'm not going to ask them, what are the 10 commands that I can say to you? I'm just going to say to them, hey, can you book me a meeting at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning? And they're going to go away and do it. So that's really a much more natural way of interacting with the phone than giving it a preset list of commands. So yes, that's a way to get Windows Phone 7's Tellme to do what you want it to do. And yes, you can launch apps, which is something I think is going to be a much faster operation, by actually just pinning the app on the front screen and just launching it that way. So just wanted to address that. So yes, you're right, I said things that Siri was going to, I guess, react better to, perhaps, but I chose the commands that I use on a daily basis, just more of a natural way of interacting. And that's, look, if you don't think that the next version of Tellme is going to be much more Siri-like, then you're kidding yourselves. That is absolutely what's going to happen. And really the video should serve as motivation for Microsoft to go away and to work harder and to essentially try and leapfrog what Apple are doing. What else? Yeah, so I think what they should have done, rather than come out and say, oh look, we've had this Siri thing for 12 months, I think a better response to the question would have been, yeah, look, we got beaten. Just be brutally honest and just say, hey, they've done a better job, they bought the right company, and they've got a product to market that actually does better than ours. And what we're going to do now, here's the plan of attack for the future, is we're going to work harder, longer and faster to get ahead of the game, and we're going to lead this technology. So anyway, that's my responses to the comments. If you didn't read the blog post around the video, then head to techau.tv and search for Tellme versus Siri. And you can also contact me at TechAU on Twitter. And don't forget, if you happen to have access to both of these devices, you can do your own videos and compare any commands that you want to do. But I'll leave it there for today. Thanks guys. Cheers.